of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Toronto. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Pistons, 3 spots below.
And right now for the Pistons, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. And it's Duren in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. And it's Olin. Oh, the Raptors! He punched it in!
Are you kidding me? That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league. And, man, can Ivey fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Quickly looking it over. Raptors moving the ball around. Barrett with the ball. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
And here are the Raptors now. Here's quickly. Changes up. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. And slam dunk by Ivey.
Oh, just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid, Ivey, go.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Barrett against Thompson.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The Pistons have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Harris kicks to Thompson. Pass to Ivey. Barrett against Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson a screen on Barrett. Cunningham's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Oh, good with the triple. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Cunningham. Onside, Barrett. Makes it off the glass.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Thompson outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Raptors with the lead. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Barnes up top. Defended by Duran. Barnes down low. Duran's on him. And that one's good. Barnes
so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Pass to Ivy. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. Throws it up high. Got a piece of it. To the left wing. Here's Fontecchio. And finished off by Fontecchio.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's Barnes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Oh, just pure from the corner. Harris doesn't pass up an opportunity from there.
Barnes looking around. And the layup's good off the glass. Barnes has got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we've seen Ivy really develop into more than a serviceable two-guard.
And he makes both free throws. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now Brown, still without a basket. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Toronto shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Raptors lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
They've got R.J. Barrett. Dick is out there with Brown. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Abaji in a power forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And it's Barrett penetrating. And Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Toronto grabs the miss. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Poeltl inside. Guarded by Stewart. Nice shot by Poeltl.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
Yeah, but you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Here's Cunningham, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Cunningham's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So both teams making some changes here. We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Number 1, R.J. Barrett. Scotty Barnes is second.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Walter, he's checked in for Pirtle. Here's Hardaway. 11 points last game. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Duran a screen. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
2 points. That one goes. Barrett's got 8 points.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Hardaway from outside. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Abaji. Rebound by the Pistons.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Raptors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Tobias Harris is checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Fontecchio. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Harris. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
What timing on the alley-oop from Duren. That speaks to the chemistry and connection he has with his guys.
Quickly the pass to Olynyk. Back to Quickly. Count it. Good. Quickly's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's Cunningham with the drive. Off on the layup.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's good.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there hasn't been anything easy for them in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Pass to Quickly. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And let's talk about the first half we've seen. R.J. Barrett taking the reins in this one.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. On the court for the Pistons, inside for them, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham against Quickly. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. And Harris wide open. He shoots, buries the long-range jumper.
For three.
Harris has got his second bucket of the night. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
I see it. Harris against Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
This kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Pass to Harris. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And that one's good. Quickly's got 8 points.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Ivy with it. Thompson outside. Harris outside. Cunningham for 3. The offensive rebound. Turin. And he overshot that one, missing. Toronto leading by 17. Dick passes to Barrett. Back to Dick. Quickly against Cunningham. And that one's good. Quickly. He's got 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jaden Ivey.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Pistons trail by 19. Pistons passing it around. Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Toronto, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. And it's Barrett penetrated. And Barrett slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Back to Cunningham. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. It's Barrett on the wing. Ivy defending. Pass to Dick. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Duren with the screen on Barnes. Harris bounce pass, and Duren slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
You see yourself on the screen and you select your chance. Let's go.
Pirtles check in for the Raptors. Bruce Brown comes in for Dick. And a different look here for the Pistons. Reedy's checked in for Duren. Stewart comes in for Tobias Harris. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Thompson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Barrett, 12 points for him. Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
A power move by Hardaway. Not just a jump shooter, folks, though he does like that jump shot.
And here's Barrett. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Barnes kicks to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Barrett against Ivy. Pass to Reed. Puts up a 3. The shot by Ivy, no good. Barnes outside. Here's Barrett. Oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
Solid finish to the quarter, making sure that one went in.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
We've got Chris Boucher. Bruce Brown is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Back to Stewart for the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Stewart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Checked in for Toronto. Davion Mitchell comes in for R.J. Barrett. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Moore's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now, here's Mitchell. Down low. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Brown finds Mitchell. Over Cunningham. Hits the jump hook. Mitchell's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Fontecchio. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Boucher against Stewart. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Cunningham left side. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Mitchell outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Over in the corner, Brown. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
That one is off. And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Paul Reed. Harris comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Fontecchio. And Ivey's subbed in for Moore. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for R.J. Barrett.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Harris a screen on Brown. The shot by Ivey, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
It's blocked.
Well, Duren making his physical presence known.
Tries the spin move. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Pass to Abaji. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Here's Cunningham. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, R.J. Barrett.